It is time to give you my final thoughts, my review on 12 very hyped niche fragrances. I will leave the first impression in the description down below. I have tested them already a long time ago. I don't know why I never got to actually film it. So today we are finally doing it. My review and thoughts on 12 hyped niche fragrances and if they are worth the hype and worth the money. This video is part of a permanent series here on my channel where I test very hyped, expensive niche fragrances and tell you my honest opinion. And sometimes it could be upsetting for some people. I believe I am going to ruffle some feathers with my selection and my ranking this time. So starting at the bottom of the list, the fragrance that I would not recommend is Creed Queen of Silk. Now, this is an extremely sharp, synthetic, offensive fragrance. The passion accord here is absolutely obnoxiously bad, mixed with ambroxan, saffron. It is so bad. I just can't. It is such a bad fragrance, especially for such an expensive one. I can't believe I would not recommend it any way, shape or form. Not only because of the scent profile, but because also of the price tag. Like this scent profile with that price tag, absolutely not acceptable. It is, however, very long lasting and quite projecting. Another fragrance, I can't say that I would not recommend it, but I can see why was the hype behind this fragrance, and it is Cuir Curcuma from Affinessence. I can see that maybe some people would like it, but it's not the majority of people, let's put it like that. And it is a quite piercing, synthetic, turmeric, leather and sandalwood. It is, however, better in the dry down. Like you have to go through the opening that is very piercing and sharp, as I said. But even in the dry down, like I don't know, I did not enjoy this fragrance. It's definitely masculine leaning to my nose, very rough around the edges overall, and I honestly don't get the hype behind it. Not even as a masculine fragrance. Moving on to a fragrance from Ramon Monegal. This is Love Reaction. This is a very sweet fragrance and it is very nice. I have no objection about this fragrance whatsoever. It's just a little bit boring, let's say, and slightly too sweet for my liking, but even like the scent profile is, I don't know, nothing special. You have caramel, you have cotton candy, and it is made in a very nice way, I have to say. So it's not like with cotton candy and caramel, something that you would smell like in very celebrity-like cheap fragrances. No, it is elevated, like the blend is quite well made, and for some reason I'm getting a little bit of a chocolatey feeling here. It's not like I smell chocolate, but there's something. Yeah, a nice fragrance, but nothing special with all the gourmand sweet fragrances that we are getting now. This just doesn't stand out, and this is the only reason why I am putting it a little bit low. Next is another gourmand scent, and it is New Notes Caramelo Vanilla. It's very nice, like in the realm of fragrances like Bianco Latte. I really liked this one so much. Specifically in the opening. The dry down, I was not such a big fan, I have to say. It is more gourmand than Bianco Latte in a way, but it's also a little bit softer. Like, I like it. I love how cozy it smells, specifically in the opening. The dry down is a little bit of a different story because it becomes so soft to the point that I can't smell it. I don't know, maybe I am anosmic to it. Longevity is absolutely bad in this fragrance, very, very bad. And I can't get it because with these notes, you should have a quite good performing fragrance, but it's not. It's definitely almost less simple than Bianco Latte in a way. It lacks depth. This is what I want to say. Yeah, this is exactly what I wanted to say from the beginning. It's a good fragrance. It just lacks a little bit of depth. And it is the case also with the next fragrance that is absolutely delicious, Café Affogato from JOUSSET. If you love coffee, it's really mouth-watering, to be honest. It's a sweet coffee. It's almost a photorealistic fragrance. Great scent if you are on the market for a great sweet coffee fragrance. However, in the dry down, the syntheticness comes out. Like in the beginning, it's just so photorealistic, it's mouth-watering. The more it goes towards the dry down, the more you get the base, which is a little bit synthetic. It's the case with a lot of gourmand fragrances, particularly, and this is one of them. Again, it lacks depth. And it is the case with very photorealistic gourmand scents. They just lack depth because they don't smell like a perfume. Nothing bad, but for me personally, I am looking for something that has more dimension to it. It transports me, it takes me places in a way. So this, although it's very good, I don't like the dry down, number one, because of the syntheticness that comes out. And also, when it comes to these kind of scent profiles, I prefer something a little bit perfumey, but this is just me. It is a good scent. Actually, these fragrances and another ones that will come inspired me to go on a hunt to create a video on the best coffee fragrances and also fragrances that are very similar to Bianco Latte. I have here 2 fragrances that are very similar to Bianco Latte and others that I like, dupes that I've tested before. So I said, why not create a video where I put everything together and tell you like the best fragrances that are in this vibe. Next is a very, very good fragrance. It really impressed me. However, it is a little bit on the masculine side and it is Old Fashioned from Kilian. This is a beautiful balsamic malt-like scent, leaning masculine, but not to the point that I would say that no women can wear it. Like I can see that some women would love to wear it, that have like a certain style and that they love also balsamic fragrances. It's not a particular category of fragrances that is very loved by women. This is so good. Very, very good fragrance. It has also some nice smooth sweetness to it that you will get in the dry down. I'm smelling benzoin. It's not mentioned in the note, but I personally can get it. Very beautiful. Like, I absolutely love this scent. Like, I can't say 100%, but I believe this is my favorite balsamic fragrance I have tested in a very, very long time. Performance is moderate, which is not what you would expect with these kind of scent profiles. Like, it's moderate to strong. It's more long-lasting than projecting. I'm not an oversprayer, but I believe this is why I like it so much, because if it was too strong, the balsamicness will be too much for me personally, even to smell it on someone. The next fragrance has the same vibe, let's say. It's not the same, but they belong to me in the same category. I would wear them if I can, on the same occasions, same kind of style, etc. And it is Palais Bourbon from Memo. This is not a balsamic fragrance. This is a woody fragrance with incense. It's a bit spicy, has vanilla. It's so beautiful and elegant and exactly what I love about Memo. Like, I think if I smell this fragrance on someone and I didn't know what they are wearing, I would definitely say they are wearing a Memo fragrance. You can see the signature. It has an oud note which is not really like present or offensive at all. It's overall very, very, very elegant and the same as Old Fashioned. It is, to my nose, leaning masculine, but not to the point that I can say that some women would not wear it. It's just this very deep, alluring, dark, ambery fragrance that is not for the faint of heart. You have to love this kind of scent profile. It's not offensive, again, it's made very elegant, but this kind of scent profile is not for everyone. It's also quite good in performance, so definitely recommend it. It's one of the best that I have tested recently from Memo. There were a lot of fragrances that I didn't like, honestly. So I was very pleasantly surprised with this one. Next, we have the fragrance that I've mentioned that is very in the vibe of Bianco Latte, and it's Vanilla Haze from Fugazzi. Definitely when it comes to this one, as a scent, I prefer Caramelo Vanilla, I prefer Bianco Latte overall. It's a little bit more vanillic than Bianco Latte in the sense. For me, Bianco Latte smells like hot milk on a, like you are heating some milk, and you put a lot of caramel and vanilla in the pot, so it's this wafting smell of vanilla caramel with this hot milk note. I know it's not mentioned in the note in Bianco Latte that it has milk. To me it smells very lactonic, and this is not lactonic at all. It's more vanilla than anything. I did not enjoy it on paper much. I definitely preferred it on skin. On paper, it's just a bit cold almost. And I get more of the base. However, on skin, it was very warm, very vanilline-like, not vanilla, like, so this bakery vanilla in a way. But it's not overly sweet. Like Caramelo Vanilla, for example, is much sweeter. As a scent profile, I definitely prefer that one, but the dry down and the performance was really bad, while this one had good performance, like I would say moderate. Next, I have Carmina, again from Creed. Now, this one, I enjoyed. It's a cherry rose, dark rose. It has a very cozy cashmere and a fluffy musk. The presence of violet really gives it a little bit of dimension, makes it a little bit something different. It's very nice. I enjoyed it. I just have problem with the price tag, to be honest. Like when it comes to Creed fragrances are extremely expensive. You either love the brand or you hate it. I am totally neutral when it comes to Creed. Some fragrances are really nice, but not to the point to pay that amount of money, and this is one of them. So to me, it's a fragrance that I would recommend if you can get it on discount, heavily discounted. I would recommend it if you love that scent profile. And also has good performance, so it checks all the boxes for you if you want to spend your money. However, I have to mention that it's not like when you see the notes, you may have an idea that it's a little bit sweet. It's not so sweet as you would expect. It's more about the dark rose, it's more about the cherry, so it's not a warm fragrance. Next is one that really surprised me, and there is a reason. So when I did my first impression, I did not like this one. I didn't enjoy it. It was quite strange, but you all told me in the comments why it is the case. So the fragrance I'm talking about is Newcleus. I don't know how to pronounce it, from Xerjoff. Now, this fragrance is the first fragrance from Xerjoff that has no alcohol in it. Mysteries of the universe. Like, I just sprayed it on the blotter, but I can't find the travel size. Did it fall? I don't know. Anyway, I wanted to show you the liquid because it's quite unique. It's very viscous in a way, quite strange. And this is because this fragrance is actually one that you should rub on your hands. So definitely don't be fooled by spraying this fragrance on a piece of paper. This one you have to test on your skin and also rub it to get the real effect. It's very nice. Like, I changed my mind, as you can see. It's quite high. I loved the scent. It's a rather simple, musky rose that is also a little bit milky, comforting. It's very strange. It's a clean rose scent, very versatile, very like for everyday, inoffensive. So in the realm of musky roses, I've never smelled anything like it, to be honest. So definitely a huge plus for creating something unique and different for a scent profile that is quite done and overdone and quite, almost you could say, boring. I'm not one of the people who find the musky roses boring, but I know that there is a lot of varieties of that scent profile on the market. This is really a new take. It's mainly because of this milky consistency that you will get. It's not like you can smell milk, it's more of the consistency that this note gives to the fragrance. I am one who really suffers from milky notes souring on my skin. I didn't get it with that. However, the only reason that it's not my number 1 or 2 is because the musk is a little bit slightly sharp for me personally, for my liking. And I have to say, I enjoyed the fragrance more on my sleeves. Like when it rubbed the place where I had the fragrance, it remained on my clothes, and the smell that came out from my clothes into dry down was much more pleasant than the one that was on my skin. So overall, I will give this fragrance a thumb up. Is it to the point that I would say it's wow, I like something that you need to get? No, but if you love the scent profile, I would say test it because it's quite unique. Again, you have to test it on your skin, rub it and wait for it to dry down, because this is where you will get the real smell. Like on paper, it's just really, I don't know, weird in a way almost. So definitely a fragrance that you have to test on your skin. Performance is actually quite good on this fragrance. It's not very projecting. It's more of the persistence of this one on your skin. It was between moderate and strong, which I didn't expect for a non-alcoholic fragrance. So, and I enjoyed the fact that it is not so projecting. Otherwise, like this very sharp musk would have been too much for me personally. Again, I really enjoyed my clothes the next day when I was wearing them. Like the smell lingered and is so beautiful on clothes. So again, a fragrance that I would give a thumb up, but it's not my absolute favorite. Number 2 is Symphonium. Now, a lot of you told me about this fragrance and you are absolutely right. This is a gorgeous scent. This is the gourmand that I am looking for. It has the depth I was talking about. It's not one-dimensional. It's not photorealistic. It is gourmand, but there is some perfume aspect to it. It's very well done. It's a chocolatey fragrance. So you have vanilla, you have chocolate, you have a little bit of the citrus. It's so beautiful, 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 elegant, soft. And what makes it so unique and what really makes it for me is the cardamom note. You all know I love cardamom. It gives like this dimension I was talking about. It makes it complete in a way. It makes it also unisex, not overly feminine, with like a photorealistic chocolate fragrance. Absolutely beautiful scent, very long lasting. Projection, I think with this fragrance will depend on how much you spray. I'm not an oversprayer, so it was more of a moderate sillage on me, but I believe if you overspray it, you can get quite a strong projection. Of course, this ranking is personal. If I take a fragrance like objectively without considering my personal taste, this would be number 1 in my opinion. However, number 1 will go to another fragrance that I already got because I fell in love with it. Love at first sniff for me. You saw my reaction, my first impression. Lost in Paradise from Ex Nihilo. Oh, so good. So good. Such a beautiful, feminine, peony, plush, summer, spring fragrance. Everything that I love and I also seek. I always loved fresh florals, but now I just want everything very feminine. But I had a little bit more of variety. Like I enjoyed also very ambery fragrances, spicy fragrances. Like my taste was quite versatile, I would say. Covered a lot of scent profiles. Now, I don't know, this year I just want soft fragrances. Soft, feminine, preferably musky florals. Peony specifically is what I'm looking for because it's very, very light. I love it for spring and summer. So love, love, love this fragrance. However, I have to mention something. I didn't test a lot of Ex Nihilo fragrances. Actually, I should do a video on them because I have a lot of samples that I didn't test. I tested Vlug Narcotics, this one, and something Talisman that is so hyped. I tested the original one and the extrait. you will find it in the next episode of testing hyped new releases that will come very, very soon. These fragrances, and again, I didn't test all of them, gives me a little bit of an idea about Ex Nihilo. Now, their scents are quite beautiful, but they are very synthetic. This is not an exception. This has a lot of synthetic muskiness to it. And you also have to like pink pepper, because there is quite a hefty dose of pink pepper in this fragrance, which worries me a little bit because in my experience, peony is one of the notes that is not always, but in a lot of fragrances paired with pink peppers. They pair very well together. So I had also in my collection a lot of like the spicy peony with a lot of pink pepper, and they tend to get very strong with time. Like this pink pepper comes out for some reason quite strong if you have the fragrance for a while. This is the only thing that I am worried about this fragrance. About the syntheticness, it's the same like Fleur Narcotique. Like it's a syntheticness that I can tolerate. The syntheticness comes here from the musk and also Petalia, but I don't care. I like it nevertheless. It's not like I'm totally against synthetics. It's in every single fragrance, to be honest. Like, all fragrances have something synthetic in them, but it's how you smell it, how you perceive it. I digress. The syntheticness is something that I can personally tolerate. I have also to mention that longevity and sillage is not the best on this fragrance. But for the scent profile, I am totally okay with it. I would definitely prefer it to Fleur Narcotique, although I really loved also Fleur Narcotique. And I'm happy that I discovered this fragrance because it is, for me, more suitable than Fleur Narcotique, that is a little bit more on the orange blossom side. I wanted something a little bit more rosy, peony, and this is exactly what I wanted. This was the winner from me. And although it's not like the best episode when it comes to new, like discovering something new, I'm so happy that I've tested these fragrances because it inspired me to create 2 new videos. So definitely stay tuned for Bianco Latte and its sister video, and also on the best coffee fragrances. Most probably the coffee one will be late December maybe or something, because I have to work on it still and I have a lot of videos that I need to film and edit and everything. So stay tuned for these 2 videos and tell me in the comments down below what you think about these fragrances, which one is your favorite, and also tell me what is your favorite coffee fragrance if you love that note. And also which of the Bianco Latte and its sister fragrances is your favorite. That will help me a lot. Looking forward to see your comments. If you enjoyed this video or you found it helpful, please give me a thumb up and consider subscribing to my channel. And also don't forget to hit the notification bell, because this is a permanent series here on my channel. So if you like this one, you will definitely enjoy the rest. I will leave all the previous episodes in the description down below, so you can binge watch it. Thanks a lot for watching and see you next time. Ciao.